Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a WARNO guide, or a little bit of an overview of the United States 3rd Armored deck. Before that, guys, not only a small percentage of you are subscribed, really helps out the channel, and please subscribe. But let's get into it, guys. Let's talk about 3rd Armor. Let's just go through the tabs quickly. I'm going to start with the air tab. I think it's the most unique part of this entire deck. It's pretty unfleshed out. Oh, thank you, but no. So what's great and what's bad? So the F-15, a really good aircraft, but really expensive, and the counterpart, or the Russian counterpart, is like 100 points less, and they seem to perform about the same. You don't have great availability. Phase locked to veterancy to what is this, veteran, which you only get 2 of them. You can bring the F4 Phantom though. Is that how you say it? I think, yeah, it's the Phantom. You can bring these for 260 points. They're pretty good. They're just a really good fighter, actually. And you get 4 of them, so I do recommend them. And if you want to up-vet them, I'm not really sure if this is really worth it or not yet. It's still up in progress, guys. I'm not going to lie that I don't know all of it yet, but I'm guessing that if you vet it up, probably a good thing, chance to hit. But to me, it seems like the missiles just kind of hit whenever they feel like it, rather than it has to do with veterancy. The A-10 is a mobile tank. It's slow. It's so slow, but it just can take a million missiles, and it seems that everybody else's missiles can't also hit it at all. What's weak about it? I wouldn't really recommend the bomb loads of these. They're not very good at all. Bombs don't do any ground damage at all to anything. It's broken right now. Maybe in the future they'll fix it. HE similar. You'll buy a bomber. It'll bomb. It won't do anything, and then I'll spend 10 minutes to reload. But something that is dope right now is the F111E cluster. This thing is dope. It's awesome. Like, I can't even explain it. It reloads like instantaneously, guys. You'll just be calling this thing in and out, in and out, in and out, over and over and over. And it's really fast. It tends to get in and out pretty quick. No issue of losing it. And it actually does some real damage, and it'll kill a lot of stuff. So this is probably one of the best aircraft in the game. Napalm. It seems that napalm doesn't really work. I've literally had infantry squads to walk through it. Sometimes they die, sometimes they don't. Seems to be not such a good thing. Same with the Phantom Napalm. You also can bring this little cheaper cluster. I don't know why you'd bring this though, when you could just bring the better one. It does have ability to fight other aircraft, so that is the pro of it. But again, I think you should just go with the F-11. And then you get another Phantom bomber, which again, bombs don't do anything. Helicopters is another broken tab for the United States. If you're feeling like heli rushing, this is the deck for you. Get Cobras. Get, with no anti-tank ability, but if you just pay a little bit more, you'll get some tow missiles, which are dope, and they'll just kill everything. Apaches, can't go wrong with Apache, guys, but pay a little more and you get the SALH, which is a Hellfire missile, and it's going to annihilate. Really good. And then the Apache is it's a tank in the air. Like, honestly, it takes so many missiles to take down, sometimes 4 missiles to shoot this thing down. And it annihilates everything it sees on the field. It has no anti-helicopter ability, so that is a weakness you got to watch out for. But to make up for it, guys, just go to the AA tab and you bring this little thing. Only 80 points. You can get 2 cards of them if you're feeling like it. And these things are actually pretty good AA. They'll destroy enemy helicopters, better than your AA ground AA will. So bring these for sure. Talking about AA though, AA is broken. It doesn't really work at all. These things are actually really good against infantry. They just look at them and they're gone. And they're okay against helicopters whenever they decide to actually work. Same with the Trapperel. Just similar thing, similar problem. Literally does not kill, does not aim, runs out of ammo. It's just, the only thing that does work is the Stinger missiles. Bring the Stinger missiles, guys. They do really good work. Usually takes 2 missiles to kill a helicopter. And they tend to hit most of the time. You can see the accuracy, 7%, so they don't tend to miss that often. But yeah, that's all in this AA tab. That's all you get for selections here. Recon-wise, Recon for the Americas is awesome. There's a bug, I think, for this infantry recon, though. They do not get forward deployment. All the vehicles do, including the helicopter. Bradleys, guys. You got to bring the Bradley recon. It is so good. You get 2 cards of these. They're just, you can't say anything. It's just amazing. And you get the forward, put them before everybody else. They also have smoke, which is even... It's crazy. It's got smoke. Like you get a little. You see an enemy tank, instead of dying, you just drop your smoke and you're good. It's awesome. You also get some a recon helicopter with 4 SALH missiles, which is great. You can. It's pretty expensive though, 175, but not too bad. And you just get some other recon vehicles if you're feeling it. This does come with a tow. I don't know why I'd bring this though when you can bring the Chadley. That's my opinion, but you can bring this as well. Scout, just some scout infantry. You also get some, just 2 cards of scouts. They're okay. They have good optics and they do the job. Tank-wise, not much variety tank. You do get some, you know, ATGMs with these vehicles, but again, you got to bring the M1, A2, H, what is it, HA? But this Abrams is awesome, guys. It really performs really well to medium to CQC range. Don't get in a long-range engagement against the best of the Russian tanks. You'll tend to lose, I've noticed, but I've had people telling me both the extremes of both sides. It seems to be up in the air, and people are still testing. The Leicester tank, though, again, just another strong Abrams. Oh, wow, is there no model difference? Oh, a little bit. Look at that model difference, guys. Woo! It's like one's dirtier than the other. But yeah, this is another Abrams, pretty strong still, and can't go wrong with it. You also get this assault gun thing. These things are actually pretty good against infantry. They do not do anything, guys, against any tanks, so don't try. 100 points. They tend to die, though, with an ATGM squad, so I don't know where these guys really fit and be utilized, but I bring them anyway. And then already tab. Already doesn't work, guys, at all. I'll bring mortars out and just lay down heat for like 10 minutes, if the game even lasts that long. And honestly, it does no damage. Same with the artillery here. These things probably are the best shot of killing anything if you're lucky and the other player is bad and not microing his stuff. And he just lets you shoot it 10 times before it actually does any damage. And then these MRLSs don't do well. These clusters don't tend to do that well. They're pretty expensive, and I don't know. Sometimes they kill and sometimes they don't. That's not really... it's a lot of points to pay for sometimes. So it seems that they need to maybe fix or update it. Infantry-wise, America's awesome, guys. If the military police, probably the best infantry in the entire game, I think. Hot take. That's my. These guys come with the recoilless like rocket launcher thing. It's dope. It just destroys every single like BTRS. It can even kill tanks. It's just awesome. I can't go on them. It's just awesome, guys. And you can spam a whole bunch of them. And then you pair them, guys. You know what you pair them with? You pair them with your engineer flash, which is really good. They come with the full flame. And if you keep a supply truck, they'll keep being resupplied, and they'll keep firing this flamethrower thing that just destroys enemy squads. Don't bring the engineers or the satchel charge, guys. You're probably wondering why. The satchel does not work. I don't know why. Nothing can ever get in range. I don't see it ever be thrown. Even when you're in close combat, just does not work. So, don't recommend. You have also option of engineer or the dragoon if you're feeling like this. There's pros and cons to both. It's up to you, though. And then you also get engineer leaders if you're feeling that way. Fire team. You come with the law, or you can bring them with the dragoons. They do come both with the Chadley, with an ATGM, really strong. So it's up to you which one you want to bring. The law does come with 2 saw guns instead of 1, so that is that. And these only come with 4 shots, but they do the job. So these guys can be pretty cost efficient. You bring the ATGM, and you can just pick between. You also have 1 helicopter unit. Come with the law as well. They're okay. They come with 2 M60s, and they do the job, and they're pretty good. They're really fast to get to the front. Helicopters seem a little slower, though, than vehicles, so don't be surprised every once in a while where you'll see your, your normal infantry, line infantry, getting to the front before your actual helicopter, which is kind of bunkers. Your mech rifles, though, guys, are the bread and butter of this division. They're so broken. They have 3 of the M249s. They have 8 rounds of their Dragoon, or Dragon, or their Dragon, I don't even know what it's called. M16s. They're just, this squad is awesome. Really big strength too, 11 guys, and they come in really fast transports, and they just mow people down, and they just are the tank's worth nightmare. You also get a leader if you're looking for that as well. Logistics wise, you have a couple options of CVs. Well, 2 options. You also have these 2 things, like a little truck here or car, and then I don't even know what this is, guys. Someone's gonna leave a comment of what this actually is and what it's utilized for. I'm guessing it's some command vehicle with like controls and computers inside. That's my guess. But you get supply wise, you get decent. Actually, you have a really good selection of supplies. You bring a helicopter supply, bring these little supply, or these little things, and I think they carry different amounts of supply. Yeah, you can see that in the bottom left. But honestly, I go with the big ones, and they never run out. Like, they literally never run out of supply. Like, I've never run out of a moment where any of these things run out. So that's something to note. Helicopters actually carry less supply than the Hammett, so I recommend the Hammett. And then you can bring a helicopter CV for heli rushing if you're really feeling like the cheese. If you're really going to heli rush the United States, which I see it now a decent amount of times, you bring a CV here, you bring your heli, a whole bunch of them, especially the Cobra, and you just don't vet them, and you just bring tons of them. You bring your AA ones as well, just in case they have something else. And then you also bring your recon. And then what happens is, it takes like 3 missiles from a AA unit to kill one of these helicopters. It only takes one missile to kill an AA piece, so you tend to trade way better, and you just go to spawn, and then you land your helicopter. You don't need to kill the enemy CV, and you just cap, which ends the game in like 120 seconds or 170 seconds. So they either have to kill your CV or cap it back. So it's a pretty broken tactic. But anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about the deck so far. What do you think the pros and cons are? Be really curious to see what you guys' takes are. To me right now, the infantry tab is absolutely awesome. It dominates. You can just get in that CQC forest, and I just love to utilize them. Their tanks seem to be really good in that close range too. Their AA seems to be pretty okay cost efficient wise. Air tab though, a lot smaller than the Russian air tab. Helicopters are broken for sure. And anyway, artillery doesn't work at all. So let me know what you guys think. I'd be really curious what you guys think about this deck.